Orcs Must Die DeathTrap is the newest addition in the tower defense hybrid game series, and it delivers a roguelike spin after having some light elements in other titles, most recently in the third game. If you are a fan of the rogue genre or the Orcs Must Die series, this may catch your eye. But upon further investigation of the Steam marketplace, the game is, as of recording, sitting at a mixed review with around 1,000 reviews on Steam. I believe that this is a fair rating and would love to dive further onto why that may be so you can decide, or add to the conversation that has the community split. The first change I would like to explore is the characters. Before, you would start the game with a character, a weapon, and a random mostly useless ability like a double jump or teleport. Now, you are a more powerful character with a unique weapon, ability, an ultimate, a passive, and a unique trap. There are only 2 melee characters and more ranged characters with an unlockable Maximilian, although it feels a bit of an unnecessary unlockable as you run around the hub world and gather some glass shards to unlock him. Which leads me to my next point, is the hub world. The hub world replaces the menus of the other games. Here you can buy upgrades for your war mages, unlock new traps, upgrade your traps, and get new threads at their respective vendors. Once you're all done, you can select a mission at the center of the map. This area is fully open at the beginning with a training area for character testing, and where you can first enter co-op, a classic staple in the franchise. Co-op is now 4-player instead of 2-player, and that is to accommodate the much larger maps, which means single player is unfortunately a bit more of a struggle. But in place is a system I don't quite know how to feel about yet.
Omnipotent War Mage 2, the Barricade.
Barricades come equipped with every loadout, which was the case anyway in other games because you would always put one on. However, they are now capped. An update was released about 24 hours after launch addressing concerns with barricades, and it is safe to say the conversation will continue if the devs further respond to the community conversation. By yourself you have 22, in 2-player co-op each player has 10, in 3 each player has 6, and in 4 each player has 4. It's a bit strange and restrictive and leads to a bit of confusion if you play with randoms trying to figure map layouts out. Luckily, the game lets you sell other people's barricades if you place them weirdly, and allows you to ping a location with a barricade-specific ping, which is a need for the current system. Additionally, each player has less loadout slots, although I'm not 100% sure on the specifics. I know that you have more in single player than you do in 4-player, and that's to force that not everybody will have a million traps to bring and actually have to force some strategy into the maps. The general gameplay loop is similar. Earn coins by killing orcs, as you know they must die, and place traps as you go. However, the maps are not as a linear list that you choose from. You select one of 3 that will feature different settings such as night, day, or rain. This will come with a debuff known as a threat, such as no longer being able to revive your teammates, or a certain type of orc is present every wave. This part adds variety to playing a map twice, and doesn't let you come up with the same exact strategies every time. Between waves, you will select a buff thread that will enhance your character's damage or abilities, or enhance your traps and make them even cost less. There is even curse threads that debuff you again, but then you may find something that boosts you if you select more curse threads. Like previously mentioned, the maps are much larger to accommodate the number of players, but it has led to player base feeling that if only one friend or riding solo, they struggle to defend the map. In the footage I recorded for this video, I played with one random teammate and we were able to complete 3 stages and a boss stage, so perhaps we got lucky with our thread choices, or it's maybe not as difficult as people may think it is at first, especially with upgrades coming later to your traps, characters, and abilities. With all of these elements changed so much to be a similar but different game, it leaves the community with a feeling of either hating, loving, or in the middle. Where do you stand on the current state of the game? What changes do you hope to see? Comment down below, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. And if you would like to see more, subscribe, as this is my first video like this and it will let me know if I should continue to make more content. I will be live on Twitch playing this game as well as many others on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, with a bonus day sprinkled in usually on the weekends like Friday night or Saturday night at around 6:30 p.m. EST. Each of those days, consider dropping by. Have a great one.